Welcome to another episode of Beta Canon Founder Training. I'm Dom Ramirez, a software developer, designer, and entrepreneur in Boise, Idaho. The one question I'm asked more than any other is, how much does it cost to develop an app? To the chagrin of my newer clients, the question can't really be answered every time it's asked. Imagine being asked, how long is a piece of string? Or how long does it take to pave a road without receiving specific dimensions? You couldn't really answer those questions accurately. Well, how long is a piece of string? That's a linear question. That's one dimension. And how long does it take to pave a road? You could say that's a two-dimensional question. But developing an app is an omni-dimensional problem. There's no limit to how many variables can come into play. So that's where experience starts to make a difference. And in my experience, usually I see apps costing between $5,000 and $500,000. There's no true limit though. Google Plus cost more than $500 million. But that $5,000 to $500,000 range, that usually includes the app itself, a web app, a mobile app, maybe both, a server, a database, and sometimes a web-based admin panel of some kind. In the case of Google Plus, that $500 million would have included many integrations into many other systems and all sorts of stuff. But where your app lands on that $5,000 to $500,000 sliding scale really depends on three high-level factors: how prepared you are, the structure of your developer, a development team, an agency, etc., and the nature of your app itself. The nature of your app, the kinds of things that it's meant to do, that's the most obvious impact to cost. If you want an app which simply keeps a checklist on your phone, that's going to be a lot less costly than an app which combines all the features of Facebook, Dropbox, Shopify, and Airbnb, which, by the way, would be a terrible app idea. But if you're not prepared to get an app created, which either means that you don't know what you want or that you want something that's infeasible, the developers building the app for you will usually do their best to compensate. That compensation, though, usually costs you one way or another, and it can account for something like a third of a project's cost. Also, the end result and the cost effectiveness of your app development project is going to depend heavily on what your service provider is geared up to do. US-based freelancers, full-time or part-time, outsourced teams from India, Macedonia, or wherever else, boutique firms, specialist agencies, enterprise consultancies, all of these are going to have a different approach to the same project and might put estimates between $5,000 and $500,000 just on the same project description. Beta Canon, my company, for instance, usually builds new apps for startups between $15,000 and $50,000, but we try to launch the earliest version possible. So even if your whole budget and project estimate is $50,000, you'll probably get a version of the project launched into app stores for less than $20,000. An enterprise service firm, such as the last company I co-founded, might be reluctant to touch anything for less than $100,000. Beta Canon also puts an emphasis on fleshing out our clients' goals, but translating them into something that can be implemented inexpensively. You can always add more features, but you can never unspend development costs. You might as well launch sooner with the minimum features you need, then use real-world feedback to advise your next move. To learn more about us or to get a free consultation with a Beta Canon Pro, check out betacanon.com. If you have thoughts or feedbacks about this video, drop them in the comments. You can also send me an email at dom@betacanon.com.